What's good, YouTube family? This your God Bless One. Let's go ahead and talk about it already. Apparently, this is all allegedly, but speculations or alleged or actual situations. We gotta report the news. There's a young lady when Dolph first died. She was all over social media. She's been saying that she witnessed the shooting and all throughout of it, you feel me? She had a lot of situations she got involved with. She became very popular through bloggers and everybody on the blog sites. Everybody swear, man, that this is the actual killer that came across. And that's what everybody started doing, just saying that old girl know who did what, because she was talking a whole lot. And people thought she was gonna solve the murder based on how she was speaking about everything else, on what she's seen. So now the young lady went missing. We're gonna talk about it, but let's pay these bills first, man. Salute, gang. Now this young lady, I'm not gonna say her name or anything like that. Most people who've been following the bloggers, who's been doing story on it, I took a break, man. I'm going back to my journalist-ish. And the lady was some of the folks where she's claimed she had certain footage. She's seen certain things allegedly. Well, she's missing now, y'all. She can't be found. She got in a fight earlier with her boyfriend, right? And they've never been able to find her since that fight she talked about a day before. But she's been missing for, I think, like 3 days, they said. If I'm wrong, maybe 2 days. But she's been missing, and I don't know how deep of missing where somebody grabbed her or she left on her own. But people suspect foul play on both sides. They suspect foul play on her side and foul play for the people involved. And I'm gonna show you guys another connection. There was another grandma. That's right, another grandma that was killed by, allegedly, a young lady got indicted over the killing of a grandma. We're gonna get into that. Rest in peace to Dolph, man. I don't like seeing that footage, but it's a lot that's involved in it. I'm gonna go to the grandma reported killing on a separate video. It's not the other one where they shot up the lady's house and she didn't get hit or nothing like that. This one is a little bit deeper. We're gonna get into that if y'all don't mind. But it's been a lot of social media connection people were trying to tie to the shooting and the killings, and a lot of people just bypassed it. They bypassed a lot of the things that are not going to be just speculations, things that can actually reportedly be the actual evidence of killing or anything else. And you got a lot of people who didn't care about that, a lot of people who had their own little situations in that. And you can see it from even the vehicle. This witness here knew so many insides of a lot of things, bro. This why people was like, where's her whereabout? What happened to her breaking Facebook, stories? Because on Facebook she was going crazy. So it's like, how come now reportedly we can't find her? This lady was damn near about to crack the case, according to Trill Real Ones. About to crack the case. They wake up, you go to Facebook, she ain't really writing nothing no more. What's going on with that? Did somebody shut her up for good or just for regular? Did somebody pay her on the back end? Did somebody tell her she could be the superstar if she just chilled for a little bit? But I do wish her the best. I wish her safety. I don't wish mean things like that on nobody, because when somebody is missing to a certain extent, you don't know what's going on. And somebody gonna be like, how come her family ain't said nothing? Well, a lot of folks don't know what's going on with that part too. That's just the trill and the real part. Now I'm gonna let her speak, y'all. Shout out to I Got the Sauce. I'm gonna let this young lady speak if y'all don't mind. Queen Beezy is her name. Somebody told her to please come back. Somebody named Daryl was telling her, hey, please come back. I don't know who is Daryl Blockton, but I'm gonna let the young lady speak. So let's go right quick. And it's only for a couple of seconds she's speaking.
Yeah, you feel me?
And say that it's him. Y'all can, I don't know, cause they say that's Dolph. I don't know.
So that is, feel me?
And say that it's him. Y'all can I don't know, cause they say that's Dolph. I don't know. They say that it's him. Y'all can, I don't know, cause they say that's Dolph.
Deeper than this shit. It's just cases. Y'all got. I want to him, man. I'm still this shit. Video, y'all.
I don't know.
Now that lady is missing and we don't know the whereabouts. There's a lot of spooky things going with that. And we know Dolph's wife just recently spoke again on situations with Dolph and her brother being killed. Yes, she lost her brother and she lost the father of her kids.
To decide like who continue to pray for me, but really let's do our jobs as parents. We got to do our jobs as parents, because if we don't do it, who the hell will? And these damn kids can't raise themselves. They don't know. They don't have the wisdom. They ain't been here that long. They ain't experienced enough. They don't know what heartbreak is. They don't know what heartbreak look like. They don't know the fucking lives, like how it's just like, you know, I'd rather be dead because life is so hard. They don't really even know what hard look like. I mean, not to say that people ain't going through stuff, because I know it's some children that's out here that's going through some stuff and they probably do feel like that, but it's like, man, just keep pushing through. Like, life will get better. You can make it get better. You could be committed to it being better. And death is not, like, you don't come back from that. Like, it ain't no honor. It ain't no, that shit is not cool. Like, it's not cool just to be taking lives. Like, yeah, like, I go.
We can go to the full video of his wife making a new statement. Go to my playlist and check that video out. We'll show you a full length and the whole 8 minutes of her speaking. But being that we're talking about this witness here, we're just more matching up things that are aligned. But I mean, if this young lady is still doing well and okay, you got people that care about you that just want to know, are you all right? I mean, and then you got other folks who don't really care about you, but the fact that you said you're an alleged witness or whatever, so them dudes just honestly want to see you solve this Dolph case. I don't even think they personally care about your whereabouts, what you got going on. But DJ Bless One, I care to a certain extent. But if you put yourself in a situation where you saying you the actual culprit, I mean not culprit, but the witness who seen the culprits or whatever, folks gonna connect you, dog. And you gotta know that part. You gotta understand that part. Them folks gonna put you in two and two with this situation, and they ain't gonna let you just slide away and act like you don't know what's going on. You ain't had no tells and details with it. No, they want you to speak up and let them know what them trenches was looking like on the day that we lost young Dolph. This is clearly what anybody care about. Them blue dolphins gonna go crazy for you. You gotta know that. And now that with the intels and details in it, even Benzino was speaking to how he felt about it. I'm gonna go to the full video of Benzino. I'm gonna do a separate video, but let's hear Benzino right quick.
They try to get guys together. I just don't see any of that anymore, and that, you know, that this part of it worries me, because if there are no leaders out there that are taking the initiative to try to case if a white cop guns down a black man, and of course that's wrong, but no life is bigger than the other. And you know, the gang peace guys and everybody, you know, salute to them, but obviously it's not enough what they're doing. So, you know, we have to figure out something else, something that's tangible, something that's gonna fucking work. It all starts with money.
It all always starts with money, unfortunately. You know what I mean? Everything and part of this starts with money, and this is the sad part of the whole situation that you're watching. I don't know if the audio earlier went out. If it did, my apologies. But you know, a lot of people gave their insight and their personal belief and speculations on young Dolph's situation, and it's just, you know, even when November 22 talked about the connection.
And a fatal shooting in Covington, Tennessee 5 days prior. Thanks for joining us for the news at 6. I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
I'm Greg Hirsch. That Mercedes was recovered Saturday in Memphis. Now police in both cities are working together to find the two heavily armed suspects.
There's just been so much crime and tragedy here lately. It's crazy.
That was Chrissy Fretz's reaction to a shooting at the intersection of South College and Church in Covington on November 12th. 2 women were shot following a football game at Covington High School just a few blocks away. Police say 2 heavily armed suspects in a white Mercedes followed the victims, boxing them in at the intersection.
2 subjects.
We are going to play this video later for you guys. This is another connection to the young Dolph shooting. And this one happened on the 12th before young Dolph was dead. And this is the same Mercedes-Benz that was used as well. So this Mercedes-Benz been spinning blocks for a whole time, bro. They've been spinning blocks, and it's unfortunate. Look, y'all, I hope y'all like the show today, man. I hope we got some closure today for everything involved. It's a lot going on, man. I hope we can find old girl. I hope she's all right. It's too much things in the midst of this. I'm going to get back on my grizzly with this, man. Look, man, y'all love y'all family. You love y'all kids, and definitely stay blessed. Look, if you are in the way, you got to learn a new game, fam. Learn how to stay out the way. Learn how to understand that this gonna be deeper than you. When you got a legend like that and they make that man tap out, you and your folks in them might allegedly tap out as well. Just understand, even if you ain't pulled the trigger or nothing like that, if there's any speculations or anything, you had anything to do with anything, them folks is looking for you. Y'all understand me? They are looking for you. So all we saying over here, I hope this young lady get found and safe and nothing happen to her. I hope we get some closure in this young Dolph case. You feel me? I don't wish prison and jail on nobody, but we do need closure, even if it's street justice. I'm your DJ Bless One. Thank you for watching another episode of I Smoke Hip Hop Live. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed, gang.
Exited the vehicle.
First tonight, we're learning more about the white Mercedes connected to both the murder of rapper Young Dolph and a fatal shooting in Covington, Tennessee 5 days prior. Thanks for joining us for the news at 6. I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
I'm Greg Hirsch. That Mercedes was recovered Saturday in Memphis. Now police in both cities are working together to find the two heavily armed suspects.
There's just been so much crime and tragedy here lately. It's crazy.
That was Chrissy Fretz's reaction to a shooting at the intersection of South College and Church in Covington on November 12th. 2 women were shot following a football game at Covington High School just a few blocks away. Police say 2 heavily armed suspects in a white Mercedes followed the victims, boxing them in at the intersection.
2 subjects exited the vehicle and opened fire on the 2 victims' car and striking them multiple times.
Police Chief Larry Lindsay says the pair used high-powered weapons in the attack.
We had 7.62 rounds and 5.56
Brad, thank you. We're following the local breaking news.
Long guns.
In a matter of just 5 days and 50 miles south of here, high-powered weapons were also used to gun down Memphis rapper Young Dolph. Memphis police released a picture of the suspects and their vehicle, a white Mercedes-Benz coupe.
First tonight, we're learning more about the white Mercedes connected to both the murder of rapper Young Dolph and a fatal shooting in Covington, Tennessee 5 days prior. Thanks for joining us for the news at 6. I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
I'm Greg Hirsch. That Mercedes was recovered Saturday in Memphis. Now police in both cities are working together to find the 2 heavily armed suspects.
There's just been so much crime and tragedy here lately. It's crazy.
That was Chrissy Fretz's reaction to a shooting at the intersection of South College and Church in Covington on November 12th. 2 women were shot following a football game at Covington High School just a few blocks away. Police say 2 heavily armed suspects in a white Mercedes followed the victims, boxing
Dolph and a fatal shooting in Covington, Tennessee.